Welcome to our journey through one of the most miraculous events recorded in the Gospels, the feeding of the 5,000 with 5 loaves and 2 fish. This story, found in Matthew chapter 14, verses 13 to 21, Mark chapter 6, verses 30 to 44, Luke chapter 9, verses 10 to 17, and John chapter 6, verses 1 to 14, showcases the compassion and divine power of Jesus Christ. Let's dive into the narrative and uncover the deeper meanings and lessons within this remarkable miracle. Our story begins with Jesus seeking solitude after hearing about the death of John the Baptist. He withdraws by boat to a remote area, but the crowds, eager to hear his teachings and witness his miracles, follow him on foot. Jesus, seeing the large crowd, is moved with compassion and begins to heal the sick among them. As the day progresses, the disciples become concerned. It's getting late, and they're in a remote place with no food for the multitude. They approach Jesus and suggest sending the crowd away to nearby villages to buy food.
This is a remote place and it's already getting late. Send the crowds away so they can go to the villages and buy themselves some food.
They do not need to go away. You give them something to eat.
We have here only 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish.
Here, Jesus presents a challenge to his disciples. Despite the seemingly impossible task, he invites them to trust in God's provision. Jesus instructs the crowd to sit down on the grass. Taking the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, he looks up to heaven, gives thanks, breaks the loaves, and distributes them to the disciples to give to the people. Miraculously, everyone eats and is satisfied. The small offering multiplies, and when the disciples gather the leftovers, they fill 12 baskets with the pieces that are left over. This abundance from such a small beginning demonstrates the power and generosity of God. The feeding of the 5,000 is rich with symbolism and lessons. It reveals Jesus as the bread of life, capable of providing not only for physical needs, but also spiritual sustenance. This miracle is a precursor to the Last Supper and the Eucharist, where Jesus offers himself as the true bread from heaven. It also teaches us about faith and trust. The disciples see the scarcity and impossibility, but Jesus sees the potential for God's work. It's a reminder that God can take our small offerings and multiply them beyond our imagination. In our lives today, this story inspires us to act with compassion and faith. Whether we're providing for others physically or spiritually, we are called to trust in God's abundance and to share generously with those in need.
This story really resonates with us here at the Community Kitchen. Every day, we see how even a small contribution can make a big difference in the lives of those who are struggling. It's a beautiful reminder of how we can be instruments of God's love.
The feeding of the 5,000 is a powerful testament to Jesus' compassion, divine provision, and the importance of faith. As we reflect on this miracle, let's remember to trust in God's ability to provide and to act as instruments of his love and generosity in the world.
Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the feeding of the 5,000. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring content. Until next time, may you be blessed and be a blessing to others.